Well, here we are again, back at the old Bravely builds. Yes, I've been busy with other projects and stuff, but I know you guys like these and I have fun putting them together from time to time, so let's dust off the cobwebs and get this machine going again. Today's build is one that was requested a while ago by Phoenix Glare 9092, so thank you for the request. Phoenix Glare had been on a D&D binge and asked me to put together a build based on a D&D class. In particular, they mentioned the Paladin, a class which I actually happen to be playing in a D&D campaign at the moment. But when I first got this prompt, I just thought, the Templar exists. It's literally the game's version of a Paladin. But after getting to play more D&D and then coming back to this idea, I thought about it some more and saw some ways to make that kind of class work better. And the end result was surprisingly accurate, I think. So without further ado, I present the Paladin for Bravely 2nd. And no, before people ask, I did not roll a d20 to determine what to use. Though that could make for its own fun video in the future, who knows. Anyways, the Paladin. Right, so what you're going to want to start off with is a Templar with Bishop commands. They must have been made for each other considering they're one skip push apart in the jobs menu. For abilities, we've got BP Limit Up as a passive, and for the selected ones we have Good Measure, Circle of Life, and Precognition or Protect Ally. Equipment actually does matter for this build, so we have Excalibur in the main hand, the best shield you have in the other, Crystal Helm, Luminous Robe, and Courage Ring. Just like in D&D, the Paladin is meant to be a pseudo-fighter tank and healer role, and I tried to follow the list of things a Paladin can actually do from D&D's 5th edition of the Player's Handbook, while still being usable within Bravely 2nd. The Templar is already a Holy Knight, the very basic definition of a Paladin, with its powerful light-based attacks and defensive capabilities. The job command is literally called Holy Arts. Adding Excalibur as a great sword to the mix really nails down the Divine Smite aspect of the Paladin, imbuing your attacks with light damage, with Luminous Robe increasing that DPS as well. BP Limit Up allows you to go up to 4 BP, which is very useful for the BP costing abilities of the Templar. Now there are two reasons why I decided to go with Bishop over White Mage for the healing part. The first is for flavor. Bishop feels more accurate to the importance of obeying your god when playing as a Paladin, and the spell names feel more D&D-like, with Heal and Blessing over Cura and Esuna. The other reason is that the potency of this build's healing will be much higher with Holy Magic, since it's percent based and not as reliant on your mind stat, which will be lower having the Templar as your main job. For the abilities, I chose 3 that still fit with the class's other abilities. Good Measure was my way of incorporating a sort of spell slot mechanic with the class. If you aren't familiar with D&D, basically you have different levels of spell slots that you can cast only so many spells with per day. Some lower level spells actually allow you to cast them in higher level slots if you wish to increase the power of their effects, and so that's why I included Good Measure. Casting the same spell multiple times will result in its combination into a single stronger version of that spell. Circle of Life and Courage Ring were my attempts at implementing auras, while Precognition acts as the Divine Sense ability, which stops enemies from getting brave attacks or initiative on you in combat. While Circle of Life doesn't exactly translate from a particular Paladin aura, it still falls under the theme, reviving all allies upon the Paladin being knocked out, even during a team wipe. Courage Ring is a little bit closer, acting as a aura of courage that keeps the Paladin from being given dread during combat. And if Precognition feels a bit underwhelming for you, swapping it out for Protect Ally to guard low health allies is still within flavor. And that is the build. Surprisingly, the Paladin came out a lot closer to the real thing than I had anticipated originally. So thanks again to Phoenix Glare for the build requests. This one, it really put a smile on my face as I was putting it together and realized how well it was all coming together. If you guys have any requests yourselves, let me know in the comments section below. I've also got a Twitter you can tweet me at, and a Discord server you can join. We got lots of people in there. Come on in, have some fun. All the links for that will be in the description. And if you haven't yet, like and subscribe for more stuff in the future. How bad could it be? Alright, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you soon.